it home. LeBron. Zion Williamson springs free. LeBron just using Drew Holiday. That's been a familiar theme tonight. Oh, look at Zion. That's pop. Wow. What a night for LeBron James. It gives him 40. Two generational players, the headliners tonight.
Even just a few games into his young NBA career, Zion Williamson is already a headliner, along with the likes of this guy, LeBron James, who had a season-high 40 in their meeting earlier this week against Zion and the Pelicans. The Lakers will go for a 4-game season sweep tonight over the Pels. Hey, everybody, good to have you with us. Hello out there. It's game time from Atlanta. That's Stan Van Gundy, Brian Shaw. I'm Matt Weiner. Lots of good stuff happening. We mentioned the Bucks already got their 52nd win of the season. That's already in the books. Philly Clippers in progress. We'll update you on that as soon as that ends. The Raptors start a 5-game trip out west tonight in Denver. Really good game in the Mile High. And then, as mentioned, it's LeBron and Zion Part 2 as the Lakers look for a 4-game sweep of the Pelicans. Of course, Zion not part of Games 1 and 2. Second time this week for these teams who could wind up meeting in the playoffs if the Pels can climb into the final postseason spot in the West. As I mentioned, the Lakers beat New Orleans by 9 Tuesday night with LeBron going for 40 points, 8 boards, and 6 assists as L.A. pulled away in the fourth quarter. What did we take away from this meeting? It's not like they're guarding each other necessarily, but the star power amps up considerably now that Zion's part of this equation.
Yeah, definitely. And I think LeBron, wanted to come out and solidify the fact that he's not the wash king. He's still the king. And he went out there and he put up some good numbers. I liked what I saw in Zion. He's not afraid. He's fearless, and he's going to stay in attack mode all the time. He finished with some good numbers in that game as well, and gave the Lakers something to think about if they end up, in fact, matching up in that first round, 1-8.
Zion had 29 points, Stan, on just 18 shots, and that's pretty much par for the course so far for this kid.
Yeah, he's been really efficient. He does most of his work around the basket, does a good job finding open spots, obviously a great finisher and an outstanding offensive rebounder.
Of course, the Pels are trying to climb into that 8th spot. They'd love to have a first-round matchup with the L.A. Lakers. They begin the night just 2.5 games back of the Grizzlies, who have the night off. They did their job last night in Memphis, where the Lakers had kind of a no-show night, frankly, scoring a season-low 88 points and a 17-point loss. Ja Morant earned rave reviews from LeBron after the game, during which he scored 27 and handed out 14 assists.
Yeah, and speaking of fearless, here's another guy that's fearless. He's in attack mode all the time, getting downhill. Much better outside perimeter shot than we expected coming out of college, and obviously great vision, willing passer, and just an ultimate competitor. And so, he has this team trending in the right direction, and this would be another team that's not an easy out if the Lakers end up facing them in the first round.
Yeah, I think the two rookies everybody's excited about, chances are one of them is going to play the Lakers in the first round of the playoffs. I think most fans are hoping it's Zion. But if it's Ja Morant, pretty good consolation prize.
There's a discussion going around the league right now, and we had it here on Friday night about whether Zion Williamson can do enough to earn himself Rookie of the Year. And I said Friday night he will not be on my ballot when I cast my vote because he simply won't have played enough games, in my mind, to qualify for the award. There's no rule about this. So where do you stand?
Well, normally I'd be with you on that, but if he gets them into the playoffs coming from where they came from, and he's clearly the guy driving it, then I think he could be worthy of Rookie of the Year. Look, since he's come back, they've got the sixth best net rating in the league. They're in the top 10 on both ends of the floor. They were nowhere near that until he came. If he gets that done, he's the Rookie of the Year.
There's some good numbers there. They're 8-6 in the games he's played so far. My argument against him winning Rookie of the Year, regardless of what he does on the floor, and he's been fantastic, is it's simply unfair to the other candidates out there playing a full season who've maybe had to deal with the rookie wall, which he's probably not going to face in his short time in the NBA. I don't know. What do you think? Would you consider him if you were voting?
Yeah, I would consider him. I think I'd have to agree with Stan. If he's able to get his team to pass Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies, then you have to give him some consideration for Rookie of the Year. I think either way it goes, they're going to finish 1-2. And in terms of the hitting the rookie wall, it's a different kind of wall when you've missed as many games as he did with the the injury, he still had to knock the rust off, get the timing back, catch up with the speed of the game, and he hit the ground running when he got back, and you see how the Pelicans have responded to that.
Interesting. If they are to make the 8th spot, no one would pick them to beat the Lakers in a first-round series, obviously. Could they do any damage? Could they test them at all?
I think they can test them because they play very fast. They're an unselfish team. I think they're second in terms of field goals assisted, behind the Golden State Warriors. And this team is, they play so unselfish. Brandon Ingram, we were looking to see how the fit was going to be once Zion got back into the lineup. He's still playing at a high level like he was. That made him an all-star this year. Zion obviously is doing what he's doing. They have Drew Holiday. Lonzo Ball's playing well. So, I think in a 7-game series, they wouldn't have enough to take the Lakers out, but they can make them spend some energy that they don't want to spend in that first round.
Yeah, I mean, look, they can really score the ball when they get going, and so a team like that's always going to have a chance because if you have a bad offensive night, they've got a chance to really put up numbers.
Hey, let's get you updated on what's happening in L.A. this afternoon. Philly in town, obviously shorthanded. No Ben Simmons, no Joel Embiid in this game. But they're scratching and clawing. Tobias Harris past Montrezl Harrell and in for 2. He has 25 on the afternoon. And then Trez on the other end. Still just a 5-point game. He would hit both free throws after that foul. Philly running out of time at this point. It's 135 to 130 with 12 seconds left. Highlights of that coming up. Plus, something did not go according to plan for the Bucks this afternoon. We'll share that